going inside unseen allows me to do more interviews a week and cover more indie developers. He grew up in communist Cuba. He ran a underground gaming arcade in his neighborhood. He had to escape Cuba. He comes to America. He's homeless. He has to drop out of high school to support the family. He works his way up, and now he's making indie games. It's just a truly inspiring story. You could spend 20 minutes on a drawing, post it online, and get a mountain of praise. Or you could spend months or even years working on an indie game, release it, and get ripped apart in the reviews. That's just the nature of the industry. Every frame of an indie game is an expression of these indie developers. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Indie Neighbor. Today I'm sitting here with Archye. He is the co-founder of a game studio named Couch Bro Games. Today we're talking about a top-down shooter that he's got a demo of available on Steam, kind of voxel based, arcadey. Looks like something would be great streaming material. So go ahead, Archye. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Archye Valdez, co-founder of Couch Pro Games. Um, like you said, I'm working on a top-down shooter, and the whole premise of this game is to bring families and friends together, or not. They'll fight over it. It's that type of game.
Yeah. So it looks like you start out. I'm seeing these either rectangular or square shaped kind of blocks, which are your main maps. I don't know what happens. Like you spawn yourself in the center and enemies come from the sides, or how does gameplay work with this exactly?
So the gameplay mechanics, when we were designing it, I was thinking like, all right, I want to keep it simple as possible for 5-year-old to pick it up and someone like a grandparent in their 70s like to pick it up. So
Yeah,
that was the whole premise of like it has to be simple enough. And then the second question that I had was that I needed an answer for. It's like I want people to play it, but I don't want people to obsess over it. So this is sort of like a game that you play at an event or the holidays. It's not like a game that you're gonna pick up every day and play it. You play it once in a while, and that's all I'm aiming for. Holidays and birthdays and stuff like that. So that was the driving factor behind everything else that happened in the game. So when you spawn, and it depends on the level, but the main level right now you're spawning right at the center. Yeah, four people could play at the same time, but it has to be
cool.
local, right?
Okay.
So it has to be local. So some of it has to do with like the way that I grew up, which is I used to play with my little brother and my little sister. We used to play Halo together, and that experience was awesome, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bonding that we had is amazing. So my sister was what? If I was 21 or whatever, she was like 10, and she was the sniper on the group, right? Like she was good. So that's the whole thing. I just want to bring that back. I know that most people like myself, I play online games, and in school and all of that. I just want to bring some of that back, some of that
Definitely.
90s feel back.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that was
You're playing
amazing.
you're playing like the uh four window Halo. I did that Halo
Oh,
3. Yeah,
oh
you get
my,
like
yeah.
four people together. Yeah, that was awesome. It was the only game that like really did that, like split screen, but like, you could actually play four people at a time. It was amazing.
They
Yeah,
nailed it. They
yeah,
nailed it.
yeah.
So that's what I want to bring back. So I want to bring back some of that nostalgia of when I was a little kid. Not a little kid, I'm older, not like a young male.
Hmm.
And my sister, just a baby, like 10 years old. My little brother, like 18.
Yeah.
Um, so the game mechanics are simple as hell. Basically, you start off with no weapon, right?
Hmm.
So if there's 4 players, I'm only giving you 3 weapons. So there's gonna be someone who's gonna be running for their life at all times, right?
Hmm.
So you gotta rush to get a gun. If you don't get one, you can get a heart, or maybe you can get a power up, something else. So the strategy will come down to how close is the weapon to you,
Yeah.
and then you make a judgment call right there. Uh, But the whole thing is like I just want you to have fun. There's no ranking. There's none of. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. I just want you
Hmm.
to have fun.
Hmm.
And the game only lasts 60 seconds.
Hmm.
So it's just quick chaotic mayhem. Last man standing, and then that's it. Round is over. Do it all over again.
Cool.
I got one more bullet.
Does the map shrink in that 60 seconds? Is that why what ends it, or how does it kind of?
So, some this is what I for the demo. For the demo, I just released one map, and on that map, the blocks are random, and some of the inspiration for the map itself was Bomberman back in the days. So I got inspired by that, and I
Hmm.
also got inspired by Tetris, like the shapes of the blocks. I sort of inspired by it, and it's just random. But that's just one map. So far I got 20 maps, and each map is different. So
Hmm.
I do have one where the floor shrinks, right?
Yeah.
And you just gotta do what you gotta do, like survive as much as you can. I got another map where there's like lava spotting out
Hmm.
randomly, so you just gotta like survive that as well. So the environment is trying to kill you in some levels. Other levels, you can just kind of relax and just um, not have to worry about the environment at all.
So I just want to clarify to anybody watching, like, you go to your Steam page, download this demo, plug in 4 controllers, and you could be playing this with your buddies like right now. Like, is that right?
Yeah,
All
right now
four
you
of
could
you,
just
yeah, yeah,
yep.
could be trying this out. So you got 4 buddies. If you're watching, you got 4 buddies. You gotta go. You gotta go try this because it looks super fun. Like great simplistic style. Just it's got that Mario Brothers feel to it. I could already tell, just by looking at it. So what happens? 3 of you are gonna go sprinting for the gun, and if you're that last guy that didn't get a gun, what do you got to do? Do you just like can you knock people off the map, or like what? Like can you still battle it out?
So if you don't get a gun, you pretty much screw at that point.
Yeah.
So your chances are that either because I seen it happen where one person I was watching these people play, and this guy didn't get a weapon, didn't get any power ups, and he said, "I won because everybody else killed each other." So he was like, "Yeah, that could happen."
I got you.
That's a possibility. Um, but you could just play the game just by survival mode. Like, hey, I'm just gonna grab hearts, I'm gonna grab power ups, and I'm just gonna wait it out.
Hmm.
Then of course, if you're someone like me, more competitive, I just want to grab the biggest gun in the game and kill everyone in it,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much it.
Let's say you don't got a gun, and you see someone else get killed. Does their gun drop, and then you can snipe in and grab that gun, and now you're in the game?
Yeah,
Yeah, right on.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's cool. You gotta wait it out for someone else to battle, and then you can get into the game.
yep.
Yeah, cool. That's a good strategy. So after the 60 seconds is up, how does the round end, or how does that work out? Like,
So there's two ways of winning, right? Whomever scores 100 points wins the entire game,
hmm.
uh, or you could lose by. So you could win by scoring 100 points. You could also win by killing everyone,
Hmm.
or you could just win by surviving. The game mechanics, you start off with 2 hearts. If you run out of hearts, it doesn't matter if you were winning the previous rounds,
Hmm.
you're done. End of the
Yeah,
story for you. So even if you have like a high score, you kind of have to stay alive.
yeah.
You cannot slack and say, "Well, I'm just gonna write this one off." And so that those are the mechanics. And then you have the time, which is only 60 seconds. And I'm telling you, 60 seconds sounds like a long time, but once you get in it, the rush is just like, oh God, I just got to do it.
Hmm.
And if you're playing with more than 4 people, like if you set up your own rules, if you're the last place, you got to give up your controller.
Hmm.
You don't want to be the last dude, right? So you just want
Hmm.
to like I'm the third one, so I get to keep my controller.
Yeah.
Because I saw that at one event that I went to, there were families and they have kids. Like this lady had 4 kids, and the other lady had like 2 or 3 kids. And this all of these kids were battling there and fighting for the controller. And then they set up their own rules. Oh, you're the first one to lose, so you got to give it up. And
Mhm.
mom was like, "All right, you lost. Step out of the way. You go play now." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so that's what's gonna happen because, I'm here at the house doing this game, but I
Yeah.
don't see how other people gonna behave and play it."
Yeah.
And so yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that sounds super cool. Super fun for friends. I mean, I guess my main thing is like, there's the time when that 60 seconds is up. Like, if there's still like three people alive, like, what happens there? They all, like, whoever has the highest score gets the round,
Yeah.
or what?
So it's last man standing, right? So let's say every round, the first round, you're still gonna have 4 people by the second round.
Mhm.
But right after the second round, you're most likely just gonna have 3. And
Mhm.
pretty much every round after that, you're gonna keep losing one person,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna end up with whomever has more hearts, or actually, yeah, whomever has more hearts, and then right after that, they're just gonna duke it out all the way into the end.
Let me maybe I could let me see. So round starts. You're dropped in. You run for a gun. You
Yeah,
shoot each other until that 60 seconds is up. When that 60 seconds, someone probably gets killed that first round.
yeah.
When that 60 seconds is up, all right, all your weapons are taken away. Round restarts, so you drop on the map again. And you got to run and get another gun again, and the whole thing starts over. And you got to either go, oh, I got a gun and try to shoot, or you got to go, okay, I got to hide this round. And then if I can wait it out for 60 seconds, then on the next round I have a better chance because then I could try to get a weapon that time. Uh,
That's exactly right.
cool.
You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah, yeah. And then rounds. If there's two people just keep lasting round after round, it could just keep going forever. Like,
Not forever, because eventually, every time you win a round,
yeah.
uh, you're gonna get a score. So if you were the last man standing every round, if you were the last man standing, you're gonna get 35 points. If you
Hmm.
were the second place, 25, uh, 25, 15, and 5. So we're gonna keep adding the score every round.
Hmm.
So at some point, someone's gonna score 100 points, and at that moment, doesn't matter if you have 5 hearts or just 1 heart
Hmm.
left.
Yeah.
You got 100 points, so you win.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. That way it just won't go on forever. It's either you kill everybody or you get 100 points. That's how you win. Right on.
Yeah. So yeah. So the game has to end at some point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Let's see. I If there's anything else you want to add, I kind of want to get you know, I start out the show talking about the game that you're working on and what you're promoting, and then I like to dive into a little bit of you. I think we could dive into you, and then if there's anything we're missing with the game, we can come back to it. But where, let's get into your background. Where are you even located? I didn't even get that when we were chatting.
So right now I'm in South Carolina,
Yeah,
Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah. So I've been here for the last 2 years.
cool.
Yep.
Did you Are you like a Midwesterner? Like you Were you born in the Midwest or that kind of
No, not
thing?
at all. So I was born in Cuba, which is south of Florida.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's just an island on there. And I came to the state when I was 18 years old.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
So yeah, I was an adult when I came here.
yeah.
So
I mean, I think everybody knows geography a bit, knows about Cuba and whatnot.
yeah, right now it's pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, it was pretty hot. I imagine, when you were young. How was it for you? Like,
Oh.
it's interesting. Uh, I guess when was your first introduction to games? Did you see someone playing games there? And like, what are games like in Cuba when you're like 10 years old?
So boy. So growing back in the island, uh, so it's just a system, right? Like, let's just put it. I don't like to get into politics, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just say that. So let's just state the facts.
Hmm.
So it's a communist country, and they hate anything that is American related.
Hmm.
So American movies, American music, um, video games for sure.
Yeah.
So if yeah, if you were listening to like rock and roll or anything like that, at that time, um, anyone could call the cops and they will come in and what are you listening to? They could question you.
Hmm.
In some cases, they could, without a warrant, just look into in your house,
Yeah.
and if they found anything that looks suspicious to them, um, yeah, it, you could just go to jail, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was pretty bad. But my first introduction to video games was from a aunt that lives here in Miami, down in Miami, and she went back and visit um, my mom, and she brought a Super Nintendo console.
Yeah.
And at this time, I'm like 12 or 13,
Hmm.
and we didn't know what we were looking at because we didn't even have a TV, right? So
Hmm.
we used to watch TV from across the room. Like my uncle had a TV in his room, and he didn't want anybody to touch it
Yeah.
because it's like the only one at the house. So hey, if we break this one, there's no more. So
Yeah.
I couldn't touch it, right? So, but once I saw that it was a Nintendo first, and then she brought a Super Nintendo the second time that she came back. So the first game that I ever played was Ninja Gaiden,
Mm.
and I went from like a little kid that used to play on the streets and just play baseball on the streets and just wanted to be out there
Yeah.
to like, oh my god, I'm never going out again. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play this until it falls, until the
Yeah.
freaking console breaks. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just having so much fun. And for the first time, like I saw my dad happy. Like
Hmm.
I never saw my dad really smile or like I saw him as a little kid. He was like a grown man, and I see him playing this thing that he doesn't even know what it is, but he's smiling and he's having a great time. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. He's in
Oh
a good
man.
mood.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So that's what video games does to people, right? Like just brings out the best out of you. So
Yeah.
that was my first introduction to that. Then I remember my parents telling me like, "Hey, you can't tell anybody we have uh, a video game console because we could go to jail."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, all right." That's when I first started to like understand like the system. I'm like, okay, "You mean I can't tell my friends that they can come
Yeah.
here?" And that was kind of hard. But eventually, I told a couple of my friends, and then
Hmm.
eventually that spread out and was like the
You have
classroom.
a line of kids outside your house.
Yeah, so they were just coming to the house, and we were just playing games. And my dad lost his job,
Yeah.
and we didn't have any money. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I can start charging my friends.
Hmm.
If they want to keep playing, I'm gonna charge them because
Yeah.
we need money.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I opened it to like, hey, just tell anybody that you know,
Yeah.
but it has to kind of be on the down low because on the ground because we don't want the cops to find out that we have running a business like
Running a
this.
video game,
Yeah.
freaking, that is crazy to me to hear. But yeah, that you got to run an
So yeah.
illegal video game operation.
So that's exactly what we were doing, and so my dad used to make around $15 a month,
Yeah,
that which is pretty low, and video game started to make I think around 15 or $20 a week,
man, that's
and I was
awesome.
like,
I mean, that's awesome that you were able to do that. Yeah,
so
and
right there we were like, all right, maybe we should take a risk and like forget about what the consequences of what could happen, and
mhm,
then just like tell more people, invest into like telling other people, hey, you want your kid to come, do you have a party, you want your kids to come in and bring his friend over or whatever. So that's what we did. That's how
Yeah.
we survived for a long time. And I remember asking one of my teachers at school, because the system over there is kind of different. You don't pick what you want to be. So when you turn 15, they kind of ask, what do you want to be?
Mhm.
But they ask, but they're telling you. So I say I want to be an architect because
Yeah.
I'm kind of good with numbers.
Yeah.
And the teacher looked at me and she said, "You're not gonna be an architect. You're gonna like flip burgers." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm good with numbers," and she's like, "No, that's what you're gonna be." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm gonna show you that I can be something else." But I told my parents like, "Hey, she's just setting me up to be this," and my parents were like, "Yeah, well, that's what she's suggesting." So
I
I'm like,
mean, that's
"God
just
damn."
good. I mean, thinking about it now, she was just like an unhappy person, right? Just yeah,
Yes.
she wanted everybody to be as unhappy as she is. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's
Yeah.
dude, that's a
Uh,
bummer, but you
the
came
good
out of
things
this
like
good.
yeah, the good thing is like my grandma was kind of like, you can be whatever you want because she grew up in a different system before
Yeah,
communism or whatever. So she was like, no, you can be whatever you want. If you want
yeah,
to make video games, you figure out a way to make games. I'm
yeah,
like, you think so? And she's like, you figure it out. And eventually, what I figured out was like, I can't do it here. I have to leave this island, this prison that I'm in, and I just
yeah,
gotta fly somewhere else. And I really didn't care whether it was either Spain. I was thinking about Spain, Italy, and I was not really thinking about the U.S. because everything that I heard about the U.S. was bad. Like,
yeah,
oh, don't go there. They hate you and whatever.
hmm
And I was like, well, Spain because I speak Spanish.
yeah,
I could go to Italy because I got a friend there, and I could probably learn Italian pretty quick. But the opportunity opened up to come to this country, and I'm not in a million years. Like I thought about like the U.S.
yeah,
Uh, that opportunity opened up, and we're like, well, I guess we're living.
yeah,
And I never look back. I never come back home. This is home for me right now, where I live right now, South Carolina.
yeah,
This is home. This is what I love, and
yeah,
I don't ever want to look back. Like every time I look back, it's just like horrible memories of like not eating, walking a mile and a half just to get water,
yeah,
the drinkable water. Um, and I was just like 11 years old or 10 years old when I was just pushing a water tank. Like, what the heck what was, and it was normal, right? So you just kind of accept it,
yeah,
because you don't know any better.
yeah, yeah. I got I mean, a couple questions, like, because man, this is super interesting. So I hate to ask, was there ever any like run in with the cops? Like,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
did you guys ever get busted? Did they destroy that thing? And then along with that, was there like a routine where it was like, hey, cops are coming, like kill the
hmm
lights, like close the windows, like you had all that?
So let's say we were running, we were open for business.
Yeah,
Most likely, after like 6 p.m. we opened up because done with school and then throughout the weekends. So it was either, so the whole thing worked. Someone has to stay out on the balcony
yeah,
and just make sure that they're on the lookout. Just if they
yeah,
see anything suspicious, like a cop, and then if they were like a group, my dad or myself or my little brother would stay out on the balcony just looking out for cops.
yeah,
And if people were coming in, like kids, sometimes adults, we just have to like wave them off. Like, don't, we have like signs like if you see me like this, don't come in right now.
yeah,
And people knew that, like the kids were coming in, they knew that. And actually, if they saw cops, they would, because they could get in trouble as well.
yeah,
They would just keep walking. That
yeah,
lasted for a while. Eventually, we did run into some issues with like cops that they came in and they asked my parents, not me. They asked my parents if they had like a receipt of ownership of the console, and we were so lucky that my aunt, when she brought
Mm,
them in, she brought them with their receipt, so we could show that yes, someone paid for this, but we're
mm,
not running a business.
mm,
These are just my kids' friends that they just coming here. No one is paying for it.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and then, but eventually, we were always like on the lookout of like, all right, they came in once, someone someone is talking somehow, they know that someone is paying for this. And yeah, we were just like super paranoid. I remember my parents like super paranoid because you could just go to jail and there's no trial. You just
yeah, yeah,
gone for 2 years and then you come out and like my uncle was in jail for like 6 months just because he looked like someone else. My dad went to jail as well because he looked like someone else, and there was
yeah,
no trial, none of that. It's just like, well, 6 months later, what happened? Well, sorry, you're not the wrong person. Like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So just like that. I do remember this one time there was a because eventually we got comfortable with like some cops. You can bribe anybody. Let's just you can just bribe anybody. Like eventually we had a cop. I didn't know how it went down, but I guess my parents bribed this cop eventually, and he would
Mm,
come in and he'll play video games. And this so they are like local like game members,
yeah,
like people who are like doing crime or whatever.
yeah.
And there was this cop on one chair playing video games, and then I had on this guy like a freaking badass game member, and I'm in the middle, and I'm like, what is happening here? Like, I hope this two never get into like a fight or anything because it could get ugly. And
Yeah, yeah.
I remember just being tense,
Mm,
like okay, I gotta ask for money because they're playing, but at
yeah,
the same time, I don't want to come in like, hey, like be rude and like, he's a cop, he could shut down this whole thing. This
mm,
guy is super dangerous. He could just have flashback of his childhood and just destroy the whole place.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, we ran that business for I think like 4 or 5 years.
Mm,
That's how long it lasted. And we had Killer Instinct, so that the game that most people would come to play was Killer Instinct. And man, what a great experience that I had just watching. Like I couldn't play, so I love playing video games,
yeah,
but I would just sit back and watch people play. So I got a lot of input
yeah,
on like, oh, this is what people enjoy. Oh,
yeah.
this sort of games people play all by themselves.
Hmm.
And I didn't even know that that was what was happening in the back, but I was just taking it all in. And I would trade games with other people because other people started doing the same thing eventually.
Hmm.
And then that created a little bit of friction between some guy around the block
Hmm.
because he was running like Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
and we were running Killer Instinct. And believe it or not, that created friction
yeah, yeah.
to
I can
the point
imagine.
of like I think we're gonna have to fight this guy. Like he's just stealing our customers.
Yeah.
And I would go in into his house and I would watch, pretend that I'm gonna play, and I would just watch.
Mm,
Be like, all right, this is why they like this game so
mm,
much.
mm.
I was like, okay, cool, 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 cool. So we had to drop the price because Mortal Kombat was just so addicting compared to Killer Instinct. So we
Yeah.
had to drop their price on our end to bring the people
Interesting.
back.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, yeah. Like you're already like figuring out business strategies, marketing, like all this
yeah,
stuff,
man.
like supply and demand, or
Yep,
he's got a superior product. Like is what it is.
yep.
Man, yeah. This is like I mean uh this is a good story, man. Like
Oh, thanks, man.
and we haven't even like scratched the surface of it. So but this is well before you knew that you were going to be making video games. Like this was just you like watching them, dreaming. Not even. Did
Hmm.
you have any idea that you could actually like make these things yourself, like whatsoever?
No,
Yeah,
no. I I had no perception of technology.
yeah,
Like I was just like blown away by it. this thing that you could play, and I was just like, oh, I guess this is fun. But I never thought about like who made the hardware, who made the software,
Yeah.
none of that. That all of that came in way later.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you guys eventually like make it over to the states? Like, how did that fall into place?
So I think it's in the around the 94, 93. So something happened with the Soviet Union, and
Hmm.
so I guess it split or collapsed, and the U.S. embassy opened up like some sort of lottery system that every year they will pick 10,000 people to come into the states, and they pick these people based on whatever they needed, right? So like I guess if you were a doctor or if you were like an engineer, students, stuff like that. I don't know how they selected the people, to be
Yeah.
honest, but I think
Yeah.
it's based on that. And you couldn't have any criminal records or you know be a child molester. None of that stuff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You had to be
Clean.
clean. Hmm.
Yeah.
You had to be
Model
a good
citizen.
citizen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I remember there was a riot because once the embassy opened, uh, people just flocked in.
Yeah.
Like everyone wanted to get like an envelope. You had to put on an envelope your family's names, how many people lived in your house, and what you did for a living and all of that. My mom filled
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that stuff up. So we were so close to the embassy at one time, trying to get in, but the cops they formed like a barrier, so people couldn't come in. So the
Wow.
embassy was open to receive these envelopes,
Yeah.
but the police was just like, no, you can't.
Man,
Um,
that's yeah. So it's the U.S. embassy, and they're saying, "Come in, submit this application."
yep,
But the Cuban cops
Cuban
are,
government, yes,
yeah, are making a blockade. That seems
a blockade,
like
yep.
so ridiculous.
So
But
yeah, so that was insane. So I remember at some point, um, something happened where people just broke into the embassy, like, and somehow my mom and I just ran through everyone and we just dropped our envelope inside
wow,
the
man,
embassy. And I remember one of the cops actually like punched my mom,
man,
and
yeah,
she got out of there with like a bruise on her neck or her face. I don't remember where. But I
yeah,
was kind of like wanted to fight the guy, like because it's my mom. I wanted like, what the fuck are you doing, hitting my mom? She was like, she grabbed me and she's just like, just keep running,
yeah,
and we just left it at that. We didn't think anything of it. We didn't care about if it was gonna happen or not because guess what? 11 million people and they're gonna pick 10,000, so their chances are 0.0001 or whatever
yeah,
to get
yeah,
in.
mm-hmm,
So when once we got that, like it's a white letter. So they call it a white letter. We
mm-hmm,
got we got a white letter saying like, all right, you guys are accepted
wow,
to come into the states, but you got
yeah,
to keep it all like just family members
secret,
because
yeah,
yeah, the the,
wow,
the, the own government will try to sabotage it.
yeah,
You could be like they could say you're a criminal and you were
yeah,
never in prison, or they could just make things up.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like my dad, he was in jail because he was just walking down the street. He looked like someone else that fit the profile, so
mm-hmm,
they just arrested him. And he was like, "What is going on?"
hmm,
He's
yeah,
like, what's
yeah,
happening?" So that was we got lucky. We got in. The embassy did all of the paperwork. This, I mean, they go through everything. I had pretty much straight A's on everything that I in school, like a
yeah,
good kid, like just doing good in
it's
school.
awesome,
Uh, yeah, thanks, man. My parents were not criminals at all. My dad, just a construction worker. My
mm-hmm,
mom, like stay home mom.
yeah,
So normal people with the desire to leave that freaking island,
yeah,
and then we're here,
yeah,
and we just arrive here.
yeah. So did you have to? Was it like, hey, we're just going on vacation? Like, hey, like we're just pretending
Oh,
that we're
oh
going away
yeah.
for the weekend, and then it was we're out of here.
So for 2 years, so we knew we were living since when I was 16, like, but we couldn't tell anybody in the family that that was happening.
Yeah.
So I think about a month before, because we couldn't all leave at the same time because we didn't have the money to pay for everyone's passports. So my brother came in first, then my mom, my dad, and my sister, and I was the last one. That's how we were able to like
Yeah.
um, get that money
Yeah.
uh, by chunks. So by the time my brother left, I think that was around December. That's when my mom opened up to the family.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is happening.
Hmm.
We won the lottery because that's what we call it. We won the lottery,
Hmm.
and we are sayonara. We're not coming back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" So it's like, yeah, like even with my grandma, like when she, she raised me,
Yeah.
I was like, "Grandma, I'm never gonna see you again." But
Hmm.
I couldn't conceptualize what that meant because I was just 18. But it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is the last time we seen each other, and that was like sad as fuck because it's like you leave your family behind and you're never gonna see them again just because you want a better life. But it should be like we should all have a good life. There
Yeah.
shouldn't be dictators in power and all of that. I can speak freely because I'm in the U.S., but if I was back in the island, I wouldn't be talking like this,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
but I can
You
speak
can't.
freely.
You,
Yeah,
sorry, you can't visit. You can't go see your grandma. Like
she
you're
passed.
like, oh, she passed. Sorry to
She
hear that.
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Like, my grandma passed and my uncle passed, and these are the family members that were closest to me, and they
Hmm.
raised me. So I said, what am I gonna go back to?
Yeah.
So I never gone back. And I think the day that I go back is because that regime is no longer there. And even
Hmm.
if if it's not there, I don't have any family members um, in the island like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, your story is fascinating. Like this is awesome. Um,
oh, thanks, man.
like I I I want to bring it back to your gaming and all that stuff, and then I I feel like I could interview you just about your whole backstory on a whole
Oh,
interview,
thanks,
but
man.
let's take it from there. You come to the states, and then how do we get to where we are now? You're a game developer. Let's. I don't even know if you're a programmer or you're an artist. We haven't even touched on kind of your role in all of this. So maybe we could package that all up.
All right. So I started off as a technical animator.
Yeah.
So I would set up rigs.
Hmm.
I would export the rigs into the engine, set them up there. Pretty much just a functional. So I
How
would
did
do
you
the.
get that knowledge? Like,
So I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale,
cool.
and I got my bachelor's from there. But that was a school that at that time they were so behind in tech
Yeah.
related to what was happening now. I
Yeah.
think that happens in every college. Once you
Yeah.
get out, you're so behind everyone. You're like, all
Hmm.
right, I'm using these tools, and then they're like, we don't use that anymore.
Hmm.
We're using this, and you're like, what?
Hmm.
So I got into gaming. Um, well, I got into gaming when I left. I got here when I was 18, and I got into gaming when I was pretty much 23. Because I had to like so I was a senior in high school here, and I got home one time, and we were homeless.
Hmm.
So
Man.
because
Yeah.
of that, my mom was talking to me. She talked to me like, "Hey, this is our situation." We were on a plaza, and there was a coin laundry business in the back,
Yeah.
and they had the owner was Italian, and he was gonna let us sleep there overnight.
Wow, man.
And
Like it
it
is.
was like 2 a. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're like on a plaza, like just like I guess this is home now.
Yeah.
And my sister is like 7. I'm 18. She's 7.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not what I envisioned when I came to the U.S. But
Serious.
you meet wonderful people. So
Yeah,
this Italian guy knew another Italian guy, and that Italian guy knew a Canadian guy.
yeah,
I, and that Canadian guy just happened to have a whole lot of money,
yeah,
and he drove to where we were, and he said, "What are you guys doing here?" So it was English to Italian, Italian to Spanish, and we would just roll it back.
yeah,
And we were like, we're homeless. And then
yeah,
eventually he said, well, you know what? He made a phone call. He called his wife at 2 a.m. in the morning,
mhm,
and he said, I'm gonna bring some people into our home,
yeah,
and that was that. So a beautiful person, right? If I see that guy
yeah,
now, if I see Chris nowadays, I would kiss his feet. Honestly, honest to God.
yeah. No, yeah,
Anything that guy needs.
yeah,
So yeah, so I went back to school when I was 23 years old. Um, I got my GED and all of that because I had to drop out of high school. Um, I got my GED, went to college, um, and then I just started like looking for a job. But I remember this one guy that I met he told me, "Hey, if you want to get into the gaming industry quick and fast,
yeah,
so you do QA or you do technical work
yeah,
because you're gonna have engineers that they're really good at coding,
yeah,
and then you have artists, and then if you can master the middle, you'll get in quick." And I'm
yeah,
like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So that's what I did. Just pure luck. It was at a job fair, and he would just say like, just do that, kid, and you get a job like
yeah,
that. He eventually gave me a job doing animations, a couple times,
mhm,
like different projects that he had. But I just kept going, man. Like I didn't get a job. So I graduated when I was 26, almost 27. I didn't get a job in the gaming industry until I was 30 years old. But I
yeah,
never quit.
yeah,
I never quit. I was doing my own little games on the side, and at the same time, I was learning like all the technical work. Like, all
yeah,
right, this is what an engineer needs, and this is what an artist needs. So I'm just gonna do that.
yeah,
Yeah. So and eventually, I fell in love with animations,
mhm,
and I just started doing animations. And I'm like, I think this is my new passion,
yeah,
and I just ran with that. But if anybody needed me to like do technical work, um, in 3ds Max, I would just do it.
mhm,
So I just kind of had that skill in the back, like in my bag, and I would pull it out from time to time to like, oh, I can help, I can help you, and I can help you. You guys don't understand each other, I'll figure it out.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, man, super grateful. So my first job in the industry, a real job, what I called a real job,
mhm,
uh, it was by I think he was COO at oh my god, what's the name of that place? Oh, I forgot. But his name is John Chapper.
yeah,
He was at EA. He was at Singa. He was a Singa. So he was a COO there or some CEO executive something.
mhm,
And he gave me my first job in the industry. And it was under a lot of pressure. I'm telling you, it was insane. It was something like this. Hey, we have to turn this in 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to do it, or we're gonna lose a contract of millions of dollars.
yeah,
Can you pull it off? Yes, sir. I was like, yes, sir. And I got
mhm.
in their car and I was like, fuck, I can't do it. I don't think I'm qualified, like the imposter syndrome or whatever. Like, I'm not good enough.
What exactly? It was like rig up 10 characters. Like, what do you remember the task exactly?
I kind of do. So I had to rig two big characters and like smaller characters. Then I had to render. We had to put them in the engine that they were making. So they were
Mhm.
making their own engine.
Their
So
own
I had
age,
to
yeah,
learn their pipeline.
yeah,
That was what was so stressful because I had to learn their pipeline in a day
yeah,
and put characters in there that the engineers could then use.
hmm
And I was like, oh, this sounds like hell. And I remember working and they were making changes to the engine and as I was working and then there was an update and I'm like, all right, save this. I'm like, where's the save button? Where's this? What the fuck? Where's the save button? In one of those updates, the engineers removed the save button. So I was like, dude, I just did like a whole lot of work and I can't save it. And then they did some magic, and then all right, it's back. All
Yeah,
right, we can
yeah.
save our work.
Hmm.
But it was just like that. To me, it was an awesome experience because one, it proved that doesn't matter what you throw at me, I'm gonna say yes, even if I don't know how to do it. Like
Yeah,
I'll go for it.
yeah,
And I remember like staying up like 2 a.m. in the mornings
yeah,
every single night. So eventually, it was like a whole month of work, not 2 weeks because we just couldn't deliver it. But
yeah,
we had something to show. Hey, this is where we are right now. So
yeah.
the deadline extended a little bit, and it gave me more time to like do work, contract work.
Hmm.
And then eventually, like that was done, and they were super happy with the product because we were able to deliver it. And I had to go back to dishwashing because that was my job. I was a dishwasher. Uh,
Man,
yeah, so I was just like, all right, thanks for the opportunity, and I got paid, and I would just went back home, and I'm like, all right, I guess tomorrow I'll pick up my dishwashing shift.
yeah,
I'm sure they miss me, and yeah, I was just doing that, and then I heard from Chopper that he wanted to give me an offer, a job, because he was so grateful for the job that I did, and he was impressed
man,
by
that's awesome. Yeah,
my work, and I was like, "What? Are you serious?" Like, I was just like, "You, what? You gonna give me a job? But I'm not good enough." He was like, "No, no, you proved it. Like you did it." And
yeah,
yeah, they gave me a job, and I just couldn't believe it. Like I used to make like it was what like 650 an hour or something like that
yeah.
doing dishwashing,
Minimum
and then
wage.
this yeah, and then this guy comes in and he says, "Hey, I'm just gonna pay you $25 an hour. You like that?" I'm like, "Oh God, when do I start?" I just wanted to start that day. So super grateful to that guy. Whatever he's at, super grateful for what he did for
And
my
that, I
career
mean,
and my yeah.
and that's nothing, man. I mean, you should be getting paid like $50 an hour, really. But you were just super grateful for
Hey,
that
I was
25.
just a junior. I was just a junior. I was like, you know
Yeah,
what? Whatever, I'll take whatever at this moment.
yeah,
And later on, I learned like, hey, people who do this sort of jobs, they get paid
yeah,
this
yeah.
much, and
Much more
I
than
worked
that.
my way up to making um to get a better pay,
Yeah,
you know.
man. Yeah, again, really interesting. I imagine you mentioned you had to drop out of high school. That was probably because you had to get a job. I mean, and
Yeah.
you had just other stuff like. But then you're like, nah, I'm going back. You get your GED, and not, and then you just got, you just have that like. I mean, you're just smart, man. I mean, I can tell
No,
you
I
were
don't know
just
if
like,
I'm smart. I
well, you're
think I
driven, but I think that you're
yeah.
smart too. At and you're technical, and you're just like, I mean, I'm telling you right now, you jumped into one of the most intimidating sides of game development, like rigging. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
don't start with rigging. It's very like it's scary. Like you
Hmm.
don't know what you're looking at. Like, oh, this is the bone
Yes.
structure. I mean, were you starting out doing like invert kinematic kind of stuff? I mean, that stuff's so confusing to the normal people.
Weigh in and setting
Yeah.
up bones with
Yeah.
different yeah.
Like, so if you start there, you're in a good spot to kind of, I feel like gave you the confidence. You're like, I'll knock out some of this other stuff. I mean, I imagine just straight environment modeling, you're just like, what? No problem. I just got to move vertices around. Like that's easy. Or
So I was a modeler at some point.
yeah,
So I was doing 3D modeling with my brother. My little brother actually went to school with me.
yeah,
Um, so my little brother is like the best artist that I know.
yeah,
He's the most talented person that I know. To me,
yeah.
like I'm dedicated, but he's like above and beyond. And
Wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
he's just such a driven person.
Yeah,
Um, and he worked on God of War, and
Wow.
he modeled Kratos. You know, like
This is
he,
awesome.
he he's the
Yeah.
guy who modeled Kratos.
Yeah.
Uh, and we come from like this background of it's just like bad. It's just a horrible childhood and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's so driven that when I look at him, I'm so proud of him, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I hope that I can be as good as him modeling. But I was like, you know what? That's not for me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so modeling was I don't know what it is. My brain would just get bored. I would just
Mhm.
get bored and be like, this is for somebody else. This is someone else's
Yeah.
job. They're gonna enjoy it every single second of it, and I didn't enjoy it. But if I have to do modeling, I'll do it. But if I just rather have someone else who's that's their passion,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
So did you move more towards the code direction from there? Like, are you full coder now, or how do you
So
work?
so right at this moment, I can actually do some coding,
Yeah.
not at a professional level.
Yeah.
At a professional level. I can make a character move. I can set up like doors because I'm working with Gora. So it's kind of like
Godot.
Python,
Yeah.
Gora. So it's kind of like Python. So I can read the code and understand, and I can do little things here and there. But what I do is like I'll hire someone who knows how to use that engine. And I had the two freelancers. One came in for like 6 months, and the other guy who's a little bit better than the other guy came in for 3 months, and he fixed things. And I'm like, okay, good. And
Yeah.
then eventually, what I want to do is like I want to have a team that is remote. We don't have to be face to face all the time,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it's like, hey, this is what you enjoy doing. I set
Mhm.
up all the characters. I set up the environment. I pretty much did everything that you see in the game. It was done by me,
Yeah.
and the design. And I was like, I need this character to move from here. This is the speed of the character. It needs to rotate with the joystick, and it needs to shoot. That's
Yeah.
simple. And we got to keep score, and and that's it. And he did that, and we nailed it. Like we went back and forth, bunch of iterations here and there, and I was just like adjusting the design to what I thought it was good. But
Mhm.
something that I did early, I took the game to like an office, like a business office, and this guy let their employees play,
Yeah.
and I was just doing the same thing that I did when I was a little kid. Like I would just lay back and just watch people's reaction. Oh, that
Mhm.
guy's frustrated. Oh, he's happy. Excuse me, sir. Why are you so excited about this game? Oh, this and that and blah blah blah. And then I would talk to somebody else. Well, what is your feedback? I didn't see you having as much fun. Well, I was frustrated because I didn't understand this, and I okay,
Yeah.
cool. And I would just go back and change that. And mainly it came down to like speed of the character and the speed of the bullets. That's
Yeah.
just adjusting, tweaking little things until we got it to a point where, all right, this I think I found the sweet spot.
Yeah.
But it took 6 months for me to just find that sweet spot. So I don't think I'm the smartest cook in the world because it took me a long time to figure that out.
No, no, no.
But
I mean, you're smart for that process. Like observing, like not trying to tell your players how to do it, but going like, what are you guys going to tell me? Like, give me
yeah,
feedback. You're open, and that's like really important. This was for Square Shootout you're talking about right now, or was this one of your other
yeah.
games? Yeah, Square Shootout.
So
Cool.
for Square Shootout, so I have been with one of the guys on and off, right? It's on and off. We had another project that we worked on 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and w- same thing. I just hire people on and off, and we get it to a point where um, basically we design one level. This is my strategy. We design one level that has everything, and then I can just duplicate that level, and then I can add features because I know how to add features to the game.
yeah,
Like, oh, like this spinning thing or like a ledge or whatever. I can do simple code like that. And
yeah.
since I can read the code, I can just be all right. This new thing is gonna also kill the character. It's gonna damage the character, and I can set that stuff up. Like,
Mhm.
oh, this is part of this group. This part of the we adding a new character. It's gonna be part of the player group, and I know enough that I can tweak it. But what I'm learning nowadays is like I'm just doing it from I'm actually working on a game all by myself, just so I can understand the whole process, and that I can say, all right, I can go from A to B and C all by myself. Of course, there's gonna be people out there who are gonna be more proficient than me.
Yeah.
But if I have to step in and help, I will gladly do it. But I kind of like the AAA mentality of like, hey, this guy's way better than me at this thing.
Hmm.
There you go. I know you're gonna enjoy it,
Yeah.
and I'm way better at this, and give me that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you work on your strength and whatever your weaknesses are. If that's my strength, I will come in because at the end of the day, it's a team, right? It's team
Yeah.
collaboration. Um, of course, at this point, it's only three people. My wife is doing the marketing and
Wow.
checking emails and all of that.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, man, I got full support from her.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful person.
Yeah.
Uh, I would be a fuck up if it wasn't for her. She's honest, and I'll tell you, I'm not lying.
I'm
She's very
skeptical,
pushy.
but yeah.
She's very pushy. She's like, "Go do this, baby. I know you can." Because I'm pretty pessimistic. I'll be like, I will never be able to get a job here, and I would never be able to do this, and I wouldn't. And she's like, "You can. You just just
Yeah.
push yourself."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much me, man. That sums up. I think I was pretty open in this interview
Hey, dude,
for whatever
dude,
reason. I don't know why. I'm
it's
usually an
great.
introvert, pretty quiet.
No, no, no. I mean, people need to hear your story, dude, because it's awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
I hope that when people hear your story, it really encourages them to play your games because I want to play them to support you. You
Oh
know,
no,
like
you
because
gotta play it because it's gonna be fun.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it should be
Well,
fun.
I'm sure they're fun and all that, But at least it drives me definitely to check them out.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. I'm like, I gotta check out this guy's games. They're straight from Cuba. Like he's got a whole
yeah.
history that goes back. He had, was homeless when he gets here. Dude, that's some story right there. I did, I did want to talk about some of your other stuff, but I don't want our interview to go like super long
Yeah.
because when people see the video they're like, oh, 2 hours, I like it's a little long. I do think we could do some conclusion stuff here, and then possibly, I'd love to have you back at another time to do another interview about some of your other projects or um, anything else you want to talk about then. But I feel like we should, if there's anything else you want to say about Square Shootout, um, and then we could kind of wrap things up and then go from there.
So with Square Shootout, what I want is to bring friends together. That's
Yeah,
one of my main things. Uh, one of the things that I noticed, and it happened to me. Uh, I felt pretty lonely when I first got here, and sometimes still do feel lonely um, because the nature of the US is like it's just you're always grinding,
yeah,
you're always working, you're always working and trying to grow and improve. And
yeah,
I think sometimes we forget to like, hey, let me step back for a second, and I haven't talked to so and so. Not so much like I want you to connect online, but more like, hey, do you want to grab a beer?
yeah,
Come to my house, just chill for like 30 minutes and talk about life or whatever.
yeah,
It's super, it is just in our human nature to talk to people,
yeah,
people that we like, people that we trust, right? Like
yeah,
online, you just find like really toxic people sometimes. I could be one of those toxic people sometimes when I'm online
yeah,
playing video games. But I just know that there's a connection, like a bonding that happens when you play with somebody else,
yeah,
and then you can just look back and say, dude, we were just talking about whatever. It didn't even matter what we were talking about. It just we had a great time. Um, and that's it. If the game can make your friends happy, I victory. I don't care if it makes $1 million or $1, or if I shut down the studio tomorrow and I'll put it for free. It
yeah,
does not matter to me. What I want is like I want some people to be happy, and because there's a lot of sadness in the world,
yeah,
and if I accomplish that. I'm good, and I go back to getting a job in the industry
Yeah.
if there is a job for me. Um, but yeah, that's what I want. I don't care about so much the features or designs of the game. I just want I just want people to feel something inside and then
Hmm.
go from there. 20
Yeah.
years from now, you say, dude, I played that game. And what was the name of? And you say, oh shit. And you might be able to like to just open it up again. Oh my God. Some like you play with your kids or
Yeah.
whatever, man. It's just like that feeling that I had when I was a little kid. Well, not a little kid, but a teen of like playing with my dad, my sister, my brother, just playing games and being silly for a second, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Okay. I think this has been a great interview
Thanks,
with.
man.
I hope I don't screw this. Archie, right? Did I
Yeah,
say
you
that
got it
right?
right.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Everybody watching, if you made it this far, man, get some nachos, invite your
Yeah,
friends over, like
yeah,
get them into your house.
yeah,
Get this on the big screen TV. I don't know how. If your Steam isn't connected up to like the big screen, like get this going on the big screen TV,
yeah,
and 4 game controllers, and you got to play this guy's game with friends, and
yeah.
it'll be that's amazing. This has been another episode of Indie Neighbor. If you like this interview, check out some of the other videos, and thank you.
Thanks.